Hello lovelies, today's video is a personalized color analysis that I did for a beautiful viewer, and you have access to this on my Patreon with the tier that is the last one, and also you can access with my email directly with me. All the information that if you want to have your own color analysis made by me, you can have it in the description down below or in the first comment in the comment section. I hope that you enjoyed the video and thank you so much. And today we are going to be working on your all season color analysis and also the general one to find out which season it's your skin tone and hair. Since it's your first time, this way we're going to be finding out which one is going to be more in tone with you. Okay, so we're gonna start by your hair. I see that you're not wearing any makeup. Thank you. Okay, now your hair curly, darkish brown, olive skin, slightly light, beautiful brown eyes. Okay, I'm gonna put your hair a little bit down just to see how it looks against your skin. Good. Let's start with your hair. We are gonna find and determine which colors are best for you for each season. We are gonna be starting with the spring. We wanna find out which are your neutral, your bright colors, what you can wear as outfits and makeup. So I would say warm undertones also for a bright and fresh appearance that you have. Let's work with our spring first. Okay. Now I will normally determine for this hair color. It's gonna be very bright tones. Nothing too dark, too strong. Do you have any plans on changing your hair in the next, I would say, year to very different tones, since right now it's dark brown? Are you thinking of going blonde or red or even fantasy colors, purple, blue, green? Yeah, because the color analysis and the overall tone that we are looking for are not gonna work if you change your hair color in this time period. Okay, good. So let's start here with your hair. Our dark brown and our dark brown colors here, and with your eyes too. Let's see. First, for your makeup, what is normally more noticeable when we wear makeup, which is in our eyes. We are into these colors here. Okay. There we go. Okay, we have pale brown with our primary colors, and we're going to be adding a little bit of white, which is giving us purple tones. Okay, it's given us a bit of cream colors, warm beige, maybe a caramel tone, which would be in this range of colors. Yes, this would be for makeup tones on a palette that is, I would say, romantic palette tones are gonna be best for you in this area. Let me see if I have an example here of tones for that. That is gonna be best for the spring season. Now this colors, I always call them romantic, but it would be right around these colors. This mocha is gonna be great. This one too. I will be using this as a base color, and this for higher tone color, maybe on the top. And if you want to add some glitter, maybe this one will be a great option for that. Yes, and your report is gonna say exactly the colors for each season. So this would be for spring particularly. Now let's see which colors we want to avoid during this season. Okay. It's gonna be strong colors for you, definitely. Now in your case, I would say best color is gonna be bright. Neutral color is gonna be caramel tones. Great tones for you. I will play with peach, coral, golden yellow. Those colors are gonna look absolutely beautiful for you during the spring. Aqua, turquoise, and pastel soft pink. Think anything romantic, everything soft, everything that is with a hint of little pink on it. Those are your colors for the springs. Now you want to avoid, which is right here, blue icy colors. This kind of tones is something that we want to avoid during this season because your split complementary colors would be blue, the main color. So we want to avoid grays, blues, even I would say black, like cat eye, very dark, very strong colors like those. It would be okay during the night, but during the day it's gonna be too strong for you. So we want to avoid those. Icy pastel too. We want to avoid anything strong for that during the spring season. So soft pinks are gonna be the best for you, which will be right here. Salmon, those colors are good, great. You can combine them perfectly. You can even find palettes, and in your report it's gonna say maybe Amazon, just find and try to look for romantic colors, soft pastel tones for makeup palettes. Those are gonna be for you during spring. It doesn't really change that much for all seasons, but for color analysis for spring, summer, autumn and winter is kind of different. We want to add some difference there. But on general, those colors are perfect for you. Okay. We're gonna look straightforward. Let's work on summer colors. Summer, I normally go with earth tones. Okay. So work it here. Yeah, for your skin tone, for lips, makeup, anything that goes in your face. Now let's remember that our color palette changes on the way that we wear our hairs too. If you have your hair all the way up all the time, it's gonna look different if you wear your hair down. Let's say like me. Right now I have my hair against my skin. So that gives me a different tone of palettes. Right now I'm wearing red. So that's a bit of contradiction for me. But right now I wanted to use this as an example on what not to use on these kind of situations. I have a palette that I tend to get really red on my skin. I have red hair. I have somehow bright brown eyes. And well, I'm using red. You see how it all just mix up in a big blob? So that's what we want to avoid. You have dark hair, put it against your skin. It makes you look a little bit more pale. So you want to add a tint of color in your eyes and lips. And especially if you wear black clothes. So we want to add a little bit of contrast to that. I mean, I'm all red right now. Yeah, but you know, fashion, it's all different for everybody. I always put an example with goth people, all red, white face. But it looks good because it's monochromatic tones. But with me, it's just one, all red, which is not good. Maybe if I add some tint of color in my eyes, a little bit of tint white red, but it all depends. So colors we want to avoid. We're still seeing the icy colors, something that we don't want to be on your face because it's going to make you look more pale. Let me just write it down here. So for summer, let's say neutral colors, very soft gray will be good. Not the strong gray that I was telling you to completely eliminate from the string, but a very soft gray. Let's see if I have an example of that one in particular. It's pretty odd to have this kind of colors. Okay. I don't think the sample palette has a color like that. I do have it in a Jeffree Star palette that is very good for those colors. It's called the Cremated palette from Jeffree Star. That's a great shades of gray that you could use. The closest I could call it would be something like this. A little bit softer. This one is more glittery. We don't want that. Rose beige. Perfect. Cool pastels. Lavender, baby blue, maybe soft pink. As I was telling you, pinks are gonna be your tone. Perfect for you. Just don't go with Barbie pink. Nothing too up in the range of colors. Dusty rose, maybe, and even dark rose is gonna be perfect for you. So we're gonna avoid reds at all costs on clothing and on your eyes. In your lips, it's quite different, the color palette that we use for the lips and the eyes, because we normally go directly into our eyes when we see a person. So bright red in the eyes, it's a no-no. Lips, cherry lips, it's okay. Orange, let's not go with orange colors. They are going to look too strong, too vibrant for you. You are a soft color person for this in particular. Summer, and I would say spring too. Very good colors for you. Very, very good colors. Let's work on autumn tones. I'm gonna put your hair a little bit more down so it covers half your face. How do you normally wear your hair most of the time? Yes, just remember the color theory that I was telling you earlier. Depending on how you wear your hair is how you're gonna wear your colors too. I myself, during summers, I always wear my hair back in a ponytail like this, so you don't see my red hair too much, right? As in winter, I tend to use it more down against my skin. So you look at the difference of my skin and my hair color are more visible than when I wear it back. So when it's like this, and your hair is like this against your skin, you want to be in touch with what colors you wear, because with with dark hair and a little bit of lighter skin, it can make you look pale if we don't use at least a little bit of hint of color on us. Maybe you like soft colors, soft makeup, nothing too much, right? It all depends on the taste of the person. So just a little hint of color, a little bit of not bright pink, but soft pink in the lips, just a little bit. Maybe some eyeliner. A little bit of eyeshadows, and in your case, the pinks are going to be great for you, which I was telling you earlier. Right here, in this area, those are going to be your tones, summer and spring. See for the autumn, and just by looking at you and with the other two seasons, I would say that you're definitely an autumn. Very warm and fresh, nothing too cool. We want to avoid icy cool tones. Okay. Yeah, definitely we're gonna be aware of these colors. Very bright. We're getting some olive there. We're adding a little bit of olive in our short hair. That's nice. I always love to see a good skin that wears these green tones. I would say earthy tones, neutrals, olive green maybe, and ivory camel, warm brown, nothing too strong, but very soft brown, caramel, I would say. Warm reds, One reds are gonna be nice, not bright red, not cherry reds. That is something that we don't want there. So we want to avoid this kind of red, bright red colors. This one that has a hint of orange in it are gonna be perfect for you. And another example. Okay, we have reds here. So we are good with this one, not this one. Nothing too bright. Nothing that resembles a cherry. Too bright. You can go down these colors. These are perfect for autumn for you. These two tones are definitely your autumn tones that are going to be perfect. Burgundy, raspberry. True red is definitely something not. Cranberry tone. This one here. And those colors are just you for those. Sometimes it's difficult to find colors that are true tones, especially with red. There are so many different types of red. This one, it will be a deep, dark brown red. So this one I would say will be safe for you, but nothing too bright. Let's say as bright as my hair in the tips. So we have a very nice olive green, perfect for you. Forest green, a deep teal, very good choice for eyes and for your tops. Bottoms are really easy to match during winter and any season. If you wear bottoms or skirt, it's okay, to be honest. The difficulty is when we don't match it properly with our tops. So we want to avoid bright blues during this season. Very bright black, that will be, because that is gonna be just crashing with the warm tones that you have. You are autumn, so these icy colors are just something that doesn't go well with you. It's gonna make you look very, very pale. So we want to avoid those colors. But it could change, yes, if we change hair color, of course. Very good. So let's move down to winter. Now here it depends mostly on how is your winter. You're a desert winter, or you are, let's say, North Pole winter, something that is very cold, that there is snow all the time, or a desert winter where there is no snow, there is no change in whatsoever around you, but when there is all white, icy, days are cold, you don't see the sun, it completely changes on how the colors look on us. I'm gonna take an example for me. I'm in desert winter. It doesn't change. We still have sun, bright, and to be honest, doesn't change that much. So the colors doesn't really do anything with us. Okay. Yeah, because in your winter, if you wear bright red, you're a red dot moving all over a white landscape. But if I wear red in my city where nothing changes, it just goes well with what is going around me. I hope that makes a lot of sense there. Okay. I see a shift here. We're seeing some blues. just a little hint of blue here. Blue green. Yeah, which is definitely colors for you. Let me see. During this season, again, it depends on how is your winter. But blacks, blue navy will be good during this season only. Pure white too. This is the only time where bright red will be okay. But again, depends on your winter. Sapphire blue, it's gonna be a good match for you. During this season, we want to avoid warm tones, browns, orangey tones, anything like that that resembles earth tones we want to avoid. But again, depending on how is your seasons in your place. So here we have an example. We have dark hair against a brighter brown. See how it changes with what we wear here. Here looks a little bit cool, more pale, I would say. Now here's a little bit more warmer. So we want to find what is the middle ground here for you for winter time. Let me write that down because then I forget. Well, we want to avoid these warm tones during winter. Golden brown. But again, it all depends here. Now for you, I will describe you as an autumn, as I was telling you, with a hint of winter, but mostly leaning towards autumn colors. Now, if you have warmer undertones in your skin, the rich palette of the browns is gonna be for you during the autumns, and contrast colors also, something that is gonna be working great with you. Overall, pinks is gonna be perfect. Soft pinks, nothing too Barbie. That is something we want to avoid. Just remember, pink on Barbie, that is something that we don't want. But with our romantic palettes, soft pastels are good, safe. And right here too. Let me see if I can swatch it a little bit. With the lining, it looks a little bit odd, but these colors are gonna look good on you. And if you can see against my skin is more olive, a little bit more tan, so you look, it doesn't make a lot of difference, but in your skin you're gonna notice the difference. The same colors look absolutely different from what it looks in my hand. But if you tan, let's say during the summer you get a little tan or too tan, it's gonna look different, these colors. So we are controlling right now what you look at the moment with your hair like this, with the colors that you're wearing right now. And I'm safe to say autumn is gonna be your season. That is when you're gonna be flourishing with colors, and with winter, depending on how is your landscape around you. We want to work with that. So depending on that, these colors are going to work great for you. Sometimes against, but again, depending. I like to take my tell my clients a little experience that I have with myself. Is right here where I live in the desert. I dress a certain colors, but when I dress those colors, when I go up in the mountains where it's all white with snow, there is no green, there is nothing, all gray, the sky and the floor and the trees, everything white. I look really out of the picture. I look odd because my colors, what I wear, how I look, it's for the desert, for the warm colors, for the warm palette. So let's take into consideration also what is around us. Very well. So I think that's all the information I need and the analysis for the seasons. We're going to be working season by season and give you a full report on what neutral colors are going to be best for you, which earthy tones are best for you on, or also the deep colors for you on each season, and also the colors that we want to avoid on each of these ones, and also the report on your overall color tones for the general color analysis. Now this also can change again depending on if something changes on you, your hair color, even the structure of your hair. I've seen clients that are very curly and then they do the hair straightening. So yeah, it also can make a little bit of difference. Yeah, it's kind of odd, but it makes a little bit of difference. So with all the information here, I'm going to be writing your report and I will be sending it to you in about 24 hours. Is there anything else that I can do for you today? Okay, perfect. So I'm going to work with this and I'll be sending it to your email. It was a pleasure. Take care. Bye-bye.